The perfect blueberry muffins are cooling in front of me, and let me tell you something, you're gonna wanna make these. They're packed full of blueberries. I'm gonna show you how to make sure you have blueberries in the top so you can see them, but also a sugary topping that makes these out of this world. They're super simple. A beginner baker, a seasoned baker, everyone's gonna love these, and everyone's gonna love eating them. Let's go. Now you're gonna notice in front of me, you don't see blueberries. I'm using frozen blueberries. I happen to have a really wonderful local blueberry farm that I pick lots of blueberries at each year. And then I put them in the freezer because I picked so many. I cleaned out my freezer recently and realized it's time to start using them more for just my smoothies. I need to use them and I enjoy them, so these muffins are a great way. But it's best when you're using frozen ones to keep them frozen until you add them in so they don't get extra liquidy or start wanting to bleed into them. So I'm keeping those in the freezer. We'll pull those out when needed. And we're gonna start with really simple things here. This is a one bowl wonder. I don't know if that's a thing for a muffin, but today it is. So what we're gonna do is start with a couple eggs. Now, the eggs are going to actually be whisked right into the sugar. It's just like a great way to kind of make sure you start making that sugar dissolve and aerating a little bit. So we're gonna put the eggs, which are beautiful, and then the sugar, and we're just gonna whisk them by hand. Now, you could do this with a hand mixer. No problems with that. But sometimes it's like, you know what? We can also just do it with an actual whisk. So I'm gonna break those yolks and just whisk them together really well. Now notice I'm really vigorously whisking and making sure it got nice and pale. Do you see how it kind of makes a ribbon on itself? Like, this is the important part because you're really making sure that sugar is starting to dissolve and not as gritty. So when you do this, it's actually a really fun process, I think, sugar and eggs together. Kind of like when you're making eggnog at Christmas, which if you're not, start because it's wonderful. But it really changes the texture of the batter to make sure these are well mixed. So to this now, we're just gonna keep going with our wet-like ingredients. So we have some sour cream, and my little spatula here. Now sour cream is what's gonna make these rich and just super moist and keep their moisture. And that's the important part here. The sour cream, which you can use Greek yogurt too, which is usually what I more have on hand than sour cream, is going to have that tang and offset flavor, but that moisture retention. So key. Little bit of whole milk, just to get the right balance of textures we need here. And then we need a little bit of flavor. So we have some vanilla. And yes, I measure this always with my heart. You know I make my own vanilla. It's super easy extract. On my website, I give you all the ways I do it, and then a very small amount of almond extract. Now, this can be way too much, so you do a very small amount. But what it does is it reminds me of a white cake, kind of like you would do in a wedding. That flavor compound gets in there. So the last thing we're gonna add is some butter that I melted. Let it cool slightly, and just as you're whisking, pour that butter right in. And you can see it gets a lot more thin at that point. Totally fine, totally normal. That butter is gonna add flavor, richness. That's what you want. Now I know muffins, I feel like we don't make muffins a lot anymore. And I don't know why, because they're the easiest thing. They're pretty much a coffee cake in a muffin form. Honestly, they're pretty much dessert. But they're so fun, and it's a great starter thing if you're not used to baking or don't bake as much. If you're a child, like your kid wants to get into baking, make muffins. So the dry ingredients are really simple. Flour, and you wanna make sure this is the balance to give us that texture we need here. So flour, and then of course we need some leavening agent. So we're gonna put in some baking powder. So a lot like a biscuit kind of. We're gonna sprinkle that right over. Notice I'm still doing it in one bowl. And then a little bit of salt. You always need a little bit of salt to counteract that. Now what I'm gonna do here, you're gonna notice, I have my blueberries sitting here. Look at these beautiful blueberries. Now, these are local, like I said, to Iowa where I live. So they're a little bit larger, the varieties that I pick. If you have wild blueberries, if you're on like the East Coast and get some of those, they can be much smaller. That can work too. Don't feel like you ever have to be perfect. Now what I'm gonna do, and you'll notice why, put most of them in right on top of the flour. I'm gonna reserve a few because we're gonna stick them right on top so you make sure you get good distribution. So I'm gonna keep a few in there and just mix this together with a spatula just to fold it. What I make sure to do as I fold is, you notice those blueberries started getting encased first in that dry mixture, the flour, the baking powder, and that's what you want to make sure they don't sink as much, but also they don't bleed as much either. So we're gonna make sure we just mostly fold it. I'm not whisking at this point because you don't wanna overmix either. You just wanna make sure you don't have dry streaks or pockets of flour. So I'm just going to that bottom of the bowl and making sure, which this is beautiful, honestly. Already, to me, you can always tell a difference when you have like a sour cream base to it. And see, I'm still getting little pockets of flour, so that's why I'm just making sure that I have it well mixed. And if you mix too much too, you'll start getting more streaks, which is okay, but just at this point, we're perfect. So I'm gonna grab my pan so we can scoop them up and bake them. I've already started scooping, obviously. This is the fun part. You can see how dense of batter that is. And that's what you want, because that's what's gonna create that moisture level we want. It's gonna create all the beautiful richness that we want. See, look how fun, again, I know, I just keep saying muffins are fun, but I think it's like weird. We don't make muffins a lot anymore. And I love a muffin. Now, I am someone, if you ever watch, what do I like to do? Scrape out bowls completely. Just because you think you're making a little video like this or something like I am, no, we still scrape out our bowls. We get all that goodness out because my mom and grandma would be so mad if I didn't. Now, what I will do is at the end sometimes, if your scoop isn't perfect size, you will go through and just, section it off as needed, which is what I'm doing there, just to finish it off. A little bit more in there to make it perfect. Okay, so now, as I clean my finger off, you can see I started also putting some of the blueberries on top. So I do this just to make sure you get the blueberries on top, you get to see what's in here, and just finish them off to me in a really nice way. This is not the final topping. They'll bake in somewhat, and that's normal, but I wanna pack these things with blueberries. And sometimes that last scoop, no matter what you do, you can put the flour with it, which is a trick to make sure they don't sink. But as you're scooping them out, you may not have them perfectly portioned in that batter. So this is another way, like this last one I saw didn't have as many blueberries. Don't feel bad adding an extra one in there and pushing it in. That's completely fine. It's just a nice way to ensure you're gonna have blueberries on every one. Just leave a few. You can, no joke. My grandma did this with her chocolate chip cookies too. She'd put some chocolate chips always on top. So everyone would get chocolate chips. Grandmas are the best. So what I have here is some turbinado sugar. You could use traditional granulated sugar too. Personally, I like turbinado. It's the raw sugar, so it's a little bit bigger, pieces, which I like. But what I'm gonna do is add just a little bit of lemon zest. Now, some people say I don't want that much lemon. Don't add it. I personally find lemon and blueberry, they love each other, like a lot. And lemon has the ability to just make the flavor pop even more. So I'm popping that in the sugar, and all I'm gonna do is just mix it together. It obviously has oils in it, so it's gonna kind of clump with the sugar. But if you just start working it in, see how perfect that is? You can now, it just infuses that sugar, even the raw sugar like this. But we're just gonna sprinkle it on now, each blueberry muffin. And look at that. Is that not perfect? This is what I like. So then as they bake, they're gonna get this little crispy crust kind of on top. They're gonna look perfect. They're gonna taste perfect because that lemon. But even if you don't wanna do the lemon, just put the sugar on top. You'll be glad you did. So I'm gonna finish with these. We're gonna pop them in the oven. We're gonna bake them. Then we're gonna eat. These have been out of the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes, and that's when I start just turning them. And see how easily they turn in there? This is the one, by the way, that I cleaned the bowl out in, so it got nice and a little bit overfilled, but that's okay. Once they just easily turn, I slip them out and put them right on a rack to dry completely. But you can see it smells so good in here. It is such an iconic, easy, but traditional thing you want. And let's open one up here. So you see on all of them how you see the blueberries. That's because we put some in on top, super important. And then look at this. Oh my goodness, that looks so good. It smells faintly like, you don't get that almond in there, but you get this nice sweet aroma, and that almond definitely plays a part in that. And you get the blueberry, which to me is what's so important here. And you get chunks of blueberry with every bite. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. What I love, that lemon does not overpower. Instead, what it does, I think it just wakes up all the flavors. That crumb is delicious. The texture is beautiful, soft, pillowy almost, melt in your mouth, perfect. Serve them warm. Leftovers can be served at room temperatures or warmed up. Honestly, if you're like me and have a freezer, you're gonna put these in the freezer so you can keep them fresh, pull them out, let them thaw, and then warm them slightly. It's gonna taste like delicious, fresh blueberry muffins anytime you want them. So I hope you share this video around. Other people can make these and see how exciting and easy it is to make good food at home. I hope you have friends over to enjoy and share these with. These are the perfect gift, housewarming gift. Maybe a friend is going through a hard time, perfect thing to make for them. or just make for yourself and really enjoy. So enjoy, share the recipe, check my website, wiseguide.com to print off the recipe, to rewatch this video. Until next time, enjoy some good food.